Good afternoon. How are you? Well, it's in the 20s, so it's pretty cold. As you can see from the sky, the storm warnings they have for snow or rain and it being cold seem pretty valid. Um, there are a bunch of stories going on. I just heard about apparently some racist bigot is holding people hostage at a synagogue. I believe it's Texas. Where else? And the media says they found out about it because it's on the social media. Really. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. They didn't say that anybody had been killed, but you never know about the crazies we have these days in the shadow of people like Rhodes, who led a group of frustrated officers in their revolution against Biden, I guess, because they didn't want to accept the fair results of an election. That's where we are these days. I have a special objection to any religion in a secular school, and have gone and written editorials and stuff about it from time to time. And it's because the Dominican nuns, when I was a kid, they taught me a couple of things. And one of them was the passage in the Bible, render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's and to God the things that are God. And I'm not religious now, but I feel even more strongly in my renewed spiritual nature than I did as a kid. But as a kid, for that reason, I would not say when we did the Pledge of Allegiance under God, because I don't believe that. And if true, as a kid, I thought he's not doing a very good job. And I don't think that's very precocious, by the way. I think it's pretty obvious after you've gone to a couple of funerals as a kid, and Irish kids saw open caskets. But I've also resented and do not say prayers at public meetings. In fact, object to them. And when I've been in charge, I've said so. I am respectful, but I do not conform, if you will. So I was very annoyed that this coach was having his teammates say prayers. And I've been on a lot of teams, but we never said any prayers. We all came in together. We said the name of the team, or said something about the captain, and then we went to the field and we were winning for the school, the team, whatever it was. So there were objections to this coach doing that, and he was fired. Now people are saying, well, it was just a private prayer, but it wasn't a private prayer. It was with the team, and the objection was that they felt they had to respond no matter what their belief or non-belief was. So that annoys me, and I'm glad that, I'm frankly glad he was fired. I mean, I think there are ways he could have dealt with it, but I guess he believed it so strongly, he should be gone. Now, I feel the same way, by the way, about people objecting based on religion. Show me where in the Old or New Testament it says any such thing, and where it says that you can't even be tested to find out if you're ill. But I'm encouraged by students, activists, who across the country are protesting the unsafe conditions of the schools they're going to, and some of them are boycotting and staying away for that reason. I like that kind of energy, independent thinking. They go there, and supposedly they had a take-home test, that is to determine if they had been infected or not, and they had not been given that test, that take-home test. And then they went to the school, and they found out others didn't, and basically they were critical of the so-called safeguards for them, and so they said, we're going home, and they're protesting across the country. It's always interesting when the children are smarter than the parents, or the school, or the elected official, or the people who are more concerned about business, or having the school babysit with their kids so they can work or do nothing at all. And if they're working and they're working in unsafe conditions, what are they exposing their children and the people their children are exposed to? It's pretty terrible. But let's finish up with Mr. Rhodes, the head of the so-called, what do they call themselves? I can't even say it, the Oath Keepers. The Oath Keepers' oath is what? To ignore the Constitution and the law. That's it. And he's being prosecuted for it. And some people have said, so how is this guy a path to anybody in the administration or on the Hill. And it is possible, but that's not the best route. The best route is all those people who've been talking in books and bragging about what they did, and we've seen them on TV, and we saw them on January the 6th, and some of their braggadocio is that they figured in the end that Trump would be installed and he'd pardon them. And so, it would be no harm to the new president, no foul. But on the way to the revolution, they didn't succeed on January the 6th. But then we cowardly didn't chase him. But I'm hoping with a lot of other people that we're going to proceed now, that we've had the chance and maybe been awakened by these characters being indicted. So it's a little chilly out today, and you can see I am surrounded by sticks without any leaves, but it's beautiful in its own way, in its stark way, because from this day forward we grow greener and we grow lighter, and hopefully we finally have these politicians figure out they have to go fight for their own seats, and the issues they have to use are the ones we've been telling them to use for more than a year now. All the best. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.